you always have the right to move it before a jury, because I'm trying to remember that, who was that, Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger, they had their divorce in a trial by jury up in New York, up in Long Island. So I don't want to hear...
He talked about parental alienation, but did he win? Because I didn't know they had a jury. But here in Canada, I asked the judge, I said, I want a jury. And he said, you can't have one. It's a civil court.
That's right, because you didn't you didn't know that you had, hey, look, there's a matter of controversy here. I have the common law right to have this matter of controversy moved before a trial by jury. And he says, well, you got a marriage license. Well, you know what? I could supersede that by saying, you know what, I'm still evoking my right. Just because there's a privilege or a license that says that I am married to this man, that does not negate the right to a trial by jury over any controversy between me and any other man. So like I said...
Because every jurisdiction recognizes that there are multiple layers of marriage, okay? There is a common law layer of marriage, there is a church layer of marriage, and there is a civil layer of marriage. And this judge was only speaking on the civil issue, okay? But if you pulled out your trump card and threw it at him, he would have gone, oh, shit, she did that.
But you have to know how to throw the card. And this is what I'm trying to teach people, how to throw the card.
Yeah.
But you got to do it in writing. You can't do it verbally. You can't be a lazy piece of whatever and just wait until you get before the judge and say, well, I'm going to throw this trump card and see if this works. I'm going to throw it and see if it works. No. You have to do it in writing. So this judge says, holy cow, here we go. This woman threw a one-sentence word at me, a one-sentence phrase. I'm bound by what she says. There's nothing I could do. I'm stuck.
What's that phrase?
It's just, like I said, I was lucky. Like I said, every case is like a little bit different. But like I said, how I taught my sister when she went through her divorce, I just said to her, I said, look, she was cursing at me, my mom and dad, because nobody gave her $20,000 to retain an attorney. So I just said to her, look, you don't need one. And everybody said, you don't need one. Just do what your brother tells you to do. And she's like, but wait a second, you didn't graduate 10th grade. I got I got a Look, when you walk in there, since you're the prosecutor, she always goes in as a prosecutor. You never go in as a defendant. You always go in as a prosecutor. And I just said, just say, I, Karen, and my case are now at court. I present I and case to court.
My case? My case?
Yeah, I and my case are now at court. I present
I and my case.
Yeah.
And you write that first?
Yeah, I said I and my case are at court. I now present my case, I and my case to court. And that was it. And the judge said, well, do you need a representative? And she's like, I, Karen, I'm going to tell you your last name, I, Karen, I'll say Lentz because that's a different last name she has.
Yeah.
Karen Lentz and case are at, I present at court. I present I and my case to court. And the judge lady says, well, if you can't afford a legal competent counsel, we will provide one for you because you're going up against 3 attorneys and your ex-husband. And are you sure that you are representing yourself? Are you sure you don't need our help? Are you sure you don't want somebody here to do this for you? She says, I, Karen Lentz, and case are now before this court. At court. I now present my case to court. And
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, present is the word, not represent, present.
Well, I don't get into semantics, with you guys. You guys have your own beliefs on these words because there's other guys who do these shows that crucify uppercase, lowercase nonsense because in Canada they do use uppercase, lowercase on birth certificates, so I don't want to even go uppercase, lowercase. That's nonsense. I'm not dealing with words.
Okay.
The judge sees that you're making a claim. Now, whatever words you use, she's trying to interpret the words you're saying, but she has no right to interpret it. The judge is just saying, okay, this woman is stating a claim. She made her claim. She said it 3 times. This is her word. This is a bond. I cannot break it. She did not break it. She is moving.
The whole thing is 3 times.
Well, okay, it could be 100 times. It could be 1,000 times. The judge could ask her 1,000 times. What she's doing is my sister is showing that it's etched in stone. What my sister is showing is she's giving her word. She is making her word. This is her bond. It's not one word is being taken away. Not one word is being added. Now, you could Google that on the Bible, and you'll find it where it comes out of the Bible. Take no word, add no word. And you'll actually find it's in the Bible. That's how you present yourself to court. You have to say the same thing like a broken freaking record because that's what you're doing. You're pressing your word onto the record. So when they play back the record, it's always going to say the same damn thing. So that's the whole trick when you move in common law. Because, it's, like I said, the poor Dean guy, I said, you realize when you changed your claim.
Clifford?
Well, whoever.
Oh.
I'm going to put what I told him on his show on my webpage. You could hear. He's like, "Oh my God, I see what I did. That's lovely. I'll never do that again." I was like, "That's right." He pulled you out of common law, and he protected you. He brought you over to the civil rules.
Mhm. Who did?
Because you broke your word. And in biblical times, when you changed your word, you modified your claim in court, you were killed. They don't have time. The king didn't have time to listen to this nonsense. Is this your word? Are you saying it's true? Wait a second. You just said this. Now you said this. Now you said this.
Oh.
Just kill this guy. Just get this guy out of my court. Kill him.
Oh my God. So this is what you're saying is that's why it's really important that it just be a few lines, really simple, just repeating yourself.
Well, that's one of the 10 Commandments. It's like, what, 613 commandments? But the big one is bear no false witness against thy neighbor, because whatever you bared against him, if it was found out that you bared false witness and you filed a false claim, it was death. Or whatever you wished harm to your opponent, if you wanted 10 camels, then you had to pay him back 10 camels. That's what.
And that's the purpose. And that's the purpose of a bond.
Right.
The bond is, when they do commercial bonds or lawyer bonds or judge bonds, it's like, if this guy wants 10 camels and I screw up, I've got to give him 10 camels.
And that's your word.
Same thing.
Well, that's for the expense.
Right. Your word is your bond.
Right, and it's the word, and the reason why you make sure the other side has a bond before they file a claim against you is because if they have a false claim, like you see this on TV movies all the time, so, well, great, now this Marsha Clark just destroyed my life. I'm poor little Mr. O.J. Simpson. It just cost me $15 million to defend myself. She filed a false claim. I'm bankrupt. My name is destroyed. My children have been taken away from me for years. I've been sitting in a jail cell. She filed a false claim, obviously, because the jury found me not guilty. Where is her bond so I could recoup my $15 million in lawyer's fees? He didn't ever ask, Judge, when I win, I want my money back. He could have got every freaking dime back, but somehow somebody forgot to tell him what law is.